Hello, my name's Paula Morris and I'm the CEO of Lillian Jewelry. Today we're going to be discussing setting your new recruit up for success. There's no better feeling than having someone join your team. There's also no worse feeling than that person not doing anything when they join. So, doing a few key things to help set them up will increase not only their chance for success, but yours also. So, the first thing you need to do is organize a coffee chat. Whether that's in person or a virtual coffee via Skype or Zoom, you need to spend some time finding out about them and why they decided to join Lillian. What drew them to Lillian and what do they want to achieve? This gives you some insight as to how you'll work with them going forward. I know I say that it's a great way to find out what they want, but also remember people can change their minds, or maybe they're afraid they won't succeed, so they hold back. So many years ago, I was introduced to the direct selling industry. I was a very rundown mum working full time. I had my 18-month-old little girl, and I went to a Nutrimetics party with a friend. I found a product that was meant to give me more energy and decided to join up so that I could receive it at a discount price. No other reason, because I was working, I was a mum, I had a pretty full plate. When my new upline sat me down and went through my kit with me, she also shared what I could achieve if I wanted to do it as a business so that I didn't have to put my daughter in daycare and work full-time hours anymore. Now, if she hadn't shared that information with me because I said all I wanted the account for was for the discount, I would not have been introduced to an industry that quite honestly has changed my life forever. She said to me, I know you only want the account for the discount, but I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't share everything with you. And when you were chatting, earlier, you mentioned you wanted more time with Madison. So you see, you shouldn't presume. Everyone goes through seasons, and you just may plant a seed that will come back in a positive way right then or in the future. So the second thing you need to do, whether it's in person or online, is you need to show them what's on offer. The incentives for the month, the trips available, the conferences, and of course the income they could earn. You'll find all this information in your back office under resources. Show them how to access that information in the back office. Like their e-business card, badges, Vistaprint, all that sort of stuff, because you want them learning from the beginning and not floundering. If you're not sure what's in the back office under resources, spend some time going through it all yourself first, and then go through it and put stuff into a folder for them, or an online folder for them, to share with them. So whether it's in person, take a little folder with everything printed out so you can go through it with them, or an online folder so you can share your screen with them and show them what's on offer. Frankie list. Our Frankie list is crucial. It's a crucial piece of the puzzle. And if you've not done it yourself, I recommend you do it. You need to lead by example. This is something I would do with them then and there. Get them to spend just 3 minutes filling out their Frankie list. If you're meeting them in person, take one with you. If you're online, share your screen or message one through to her. Write down everyone they know, because we all know that it doesn't matter where you live today, because we can do online jewelry bars. They then need to circle everyone that they would like to join them on the journey, and then highlight everyone who they think would have a jewelry bar for them, and then asterisk everyone who would possibly attend their launch party. I always recommend booking in 2 launch parties to make sure that those who can't come to the first one will be able to come to the second. Book the first one in fairly close to their start date, and then the other a week or so later. The reason I say that is because you want them to get started so they can see the benefits. Your job is to get them going and work with them to get those bookings in so they have a strong start. Even if they're only wanting to sell to family and friends, they need to do a launch party because it's a great way to share the products with them so that they can continue to share going forward. And you never know, when they see what they can earn, you can offer them the bookings to continue on with. If they don't want to continue on, you take the bookings and continue on with them yourself. I always recommend that you, their mentor, does the first launch party for them so that they can learn from you. If this isn't possible, get them to shadow some of your parties as a training. Of course, getting permission from your hostess first. I've known leaders that have one of their team members at every party that they go to. It's a great place to do hands-on training. Of course, you need to have that discussion with your new recruit, and put down some guidelines and make sure that they, understand that they don't go asking questions throughout the presentation, to make notes and ask you at the end. So book in 8 jewelry bars in their first month. Now, why would you want them to do this? Well, there's a couple of reasons, really. Firstly, it builds confidence. You know that repetition is key when you're learning. And secondly, they get to see what income they could possibly make in a month. And bookings, working with them to get at least one booking at every jewelry bar. But if not, they still have some to keep working with as they grow and learn how to do that. Once they get those bookings in their diary, hostess coaching is key. It's key to their jewelry bar being successful and, of course, for, holding. This is something you need to ensure you pass on to your new team member. Share with them the webinar in their back office on impeccable hostess coaching. Ensuring they build their business from the start. As you know, there's training in under resources in your back office and webinars like this one, helping you learn and your team members learn going forward so they can have a successful business. Getting bookings is crucial because we all know that if your new recruit has a diary full of new bookings, they're not going to leave. They're going to continue building their business. It's only when there are no bookings in your diary that people tend to drop away. And it's all well and good to get those first jewelry bars in their diary from their Frankie list, but their business is not going to go very far if you don't train them on how to get bookings. As you know, we have a great webinar in the back office sharing ways to plant seeds and get bookings in their at their jewelry bars. Another thing that you need to share with your new recruit is that training is an important piece of the puzzle. Get them to diarise any training events coming up, your team trainings and our corporate trainings. You need to set an expectation from the get-go. Whether your new recruit is doing this as a business or selling to family and friends, training is very important. I know personally that if you're not doing so great and you don't feel like going to training, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't really feel like going tonight, then that's when you really need to go to training. Not only to learn, but to connect with other like-minded women and get that injection of empowerment so you can get back out there and start winning again. It's a bit like going to the gym. We don't want to do it, don't feel like it at all, but when we do, we walk away feeling fantastic. Setting your new recruit up for success is so important to not only their business, but yours. Laying one brick at a time, you'll build something quite incredible. Remember, consistency is key, brick by brick. We want more women out there sharing our mission, making a difference to others, and of course to themselves. When you go through the steps to set them up for success, they then know that that's what they need to do when they bring people onto their team. So remember, have fun and keep it informative. And to finish off, I just want to thank you so much for all that you do. You're empowering others to succeed whilst making a difference to not only them, but you as well. Thank you so much.